Tata Group should stop trying and give lectures about how sincere it is, because as far as we are concerned, the Tata Group should have sacked its CEO, Mr. Campbell Wilson. By now, they should have already done that, but for some reason, the Tata Group MD, Chandrasekaran, is not doing that. Not even after reports have come that Campbell Wilson has allegedly plagiarized his apology speech, and there were reports that he has plagiarized his apology speech from a speech of an American airlines CEO, Robert Isom, in the US, following a fatal crash in the US of an American airlines plane. Some people say this is not plagiarization, but if it's not plagiarization, it's even worse. This means there's a standard SOP among these airlines following air crashes where hundreds of people die. They come out with a standard SOP, what seems to be an SOP playbook, standard aviation industry language, in which they say sorry without meaning it. Air India is the biggest aviation mess in the world right now. There is no point for Tata to go and say we are going to make it a safe airline, safest airline, and try and look very earnest. Because if the Tata Group and if Air India was earnest, they would not be taking chances with the lives of people. Today, six Air India Dreamliners have been cancelled. Now, this is extremely serious. 6 Dreamliners alone have been cancelled. I'm not counting 777s or Airbuses. And yet, the Air India is not grounding the 787-8 Dreamliner fleet, which means they don't know what the hell is going on, but they continue to fly the Dreamliner. 6 Dreamliners have been either cancelled or pulled back. 1, San Francisco to Mumbai via Kolkata Dreamliner lands in Kolkata airport and has a major snag in its left engine. Now, this is not a joke. Case 2, we have a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, cancelled both the outbound flights, inbound return flights between Delhi and Dubai. We don't know the reason for the complete suspension of an international round trip, but obviously significant operational or technical deficiencies. Air India flight 143 Delhi to Paris Dreamliner grounded after a hydraulic leak detected shortly before departure. Hydraulic leak, big problem. This is critical for controlling landing gear, brakes, and other essential flight functions. Another case, Dreamliner, Air India once again, 159 from Ahmedabad to London. Operations are halted before takeoff without a publicly disclosed technical reasons. Now, you should constantly think when there are so many incidents, is there a problem with all the Dreamliners in Air India? But Air India will not learn, will not listen, continues to be arrogant under the rule of the biggest disaster in the aviation industry, Campbell Wilson, supported till now by the Tata Group for God knows what reason. Air India flight AI 315 Hong Kong to Delhi forced to return to Hong Kong mid-air due to engine to fuel filter bypass. We reported this. This is terrible. Air India flight AI 2820 Delhi to Bangalore made to vacate the aircraft, shifted to a different place many hours later. All of this last 24 hours. Point is, we've had an air crash in this country. What on earth is Air India doing? Why are they flying these planes? Has the DGCA relaxed airworthiness requirements for Air India? Or is it that these planes were running like this regardless of what the expectation is? It's only now that these airlines and Air India has realized that pilots are aware, passengers are aware, and news channels, especially Republic, is very activist on this issue, which is why they are not taking chances. But these 787s, which are being routinely flown with deferred repairs, temporary fixes, snag histories, opaque maintenance logs, weak enforcement of basic regulatory clearances, systemic failures, ladies and gentlemen. Our aviation industry has a systemic failure, and I'm not talking about weather-related things. I'm talking about things which are to do with the way the planes run. And we're sick and tired with these self-certifications that the Tata Group is giving Air India. And Air India, Campbell Wilson is reading out what appears to be either plagiarized or industry SOP press releases after hundreds of people have been killed. Do you feel safe? I'm asking you, do you feel safe flying? And if you don't, then I think you need to raise your voice. There is something seriously wrong. The safety of passengers in our country flying in the air has been severely compromised. The central government has appeared extremely lax. And today, the Civil Aviation Minister responded to seconds when Supriya Sule complained. And the Civil Aviation Minister directly responded on DM. Supriya Sule, Sharad Pawar's daughter, puts out a complaint saying, my plane is delayed, no answers, etc. Within seconds, the Civil Aviation Minister replies. Now, I want to ask the Civil Aviation Minister, are you answerable to Supriya Sule or to the people of this country? What about the rest of us? What about Air India? Why are you giving Air India a long leash, Mr. Civil Aviation Minister? How is this acceptable? Why are you not giving clear answers to the people of this country?